Okay, I think we're gonna start. I don't want us to wait too long because we've got a limited time in Zoom. Is everyone doing well tonight?
Yeah, I have a question, Cindy. Why
Yes,
didn't you send an announce in the next group?
I have
When
in the English group.
But why you didn't do it in a Russian group? Because there are many people learning
Not
English.
everyone in the Russian group is in the English group.
Okay.
So this is actually aimed on the people that is interested in learning English. So it is in the English group. I can add it there, but I'm not sure many people will join from there. Okay. Past few weeks, we started working with verbs. We had some feedback of some of the members complaining that they're not sure about the verbs and what it means. So I had pinned on the page different activities as well as lessons about verbs. Now, the big one we're going to focus on tonight is auxiliary verbs. Do you know what is an auxiliary verb? Anyone?
It's auxiliary verb to make a question like is, are, have, had, do. Am I right?
Yes.
Can,
It is a verb.
might,
Ibek?
can, may, could, and others.
Yes. An auxiliary verb is a verb, a word that is a helper verb. It helps the verb. It helps us to explain the tense, the mood, the voice of the verb. Now, what that means is, with tense is past tense, present tense, future tense, as well as the perfect tense. Okay, if you guys don't... Stephen, is it you? Hello?
Hello.
iPad. Who is iPad 3? Hi, Stephen.
Здравствуйте. Добрый день.
Okay, your connection is not nice. Anyway, an auxiliary verb is always preceding a verb. You will not have an auxiliary verb that is not in front of a verb. If it stands alone, then it's not an auxiliary verb, it's a finite verb. Now, a finite verb is something completely else, and I've discussed it a few weeks ago, but I will touch again on it later on. An auxiliary verb can be divided in 3 groups. Let me type for you guys. Okay, so first thing is an auxiliary verb is a helper to the verb. You understand that? Now the next one is always preceding. It's a very important thing. If it's not preceding a verb, it is not an auxiliary verb. The third thing is, like I said, it expresses the mood. The mood, tense, as well as voice. That is very, very important. Now, the mood is how we define the mood in the sentence. That gives us an idea of the speaker's intention of attitude. That is when they say, I hate something, I'm really disappointed. So that shows disgust. That's the mood. The tense, is present, past, future, as well as the perfect tenses. The voice of the sentence. Now the voice can be either active, you must say if I speak too fast, okay, or passive. If it's active, that is you have the subject first, then the verb, then the object. For example, Anna is throwing the ball. Is throwing is an auxiliary verb. We're going to get to all the different auxiliary verbs now. If I'm going to say the ball is being thrown by Anna, that is passive. You understand? You just see there is a message in the chats. Okay. Then it can be divided into 3 groups. This is very important because it actually determines how the auxiliary verb works. The first one is to be. To be is am, is, are, was, were, being. I'm going to write them down now. Being and will be. Like I said, am, is, are, was, were, being, remember back to the sound, being and will be. That is to be. It says if it exists, what it's doing. Next one is to have. That shows possession. Have is has, had, have, having, and will have. And the last one is to do. It's the action. That is does, do, did, oh, sorry, did, and will do. You guys still understanding? If you don't understand, please write me a message that I can see if there's something. Now, you know that it's in a sentence in front of the verb. For example, when I say when I am sorry for what I have done. I am sorry. So it explains the sorry. The sorry is the verb. It is remorse. I am sorry. Then we have another form of the model auxiliary verbs. That's all parts of auxiliary verbs. And that's the ones that Abeck was actually touching on. Can you guys still see there on the screen? Model auxiliary verb is could. Let's switch this one a little bit. It is could, may, might, must, ought to, shall, and should, and will, and would. You guys see there still? Okay, we've got to fix, okay, everyone is understanding. Can falls in with, it is with the to do. I see it, I don't see it here on the list, but can falls in with to do. Can is a very, very important auxiliary verb. Now we can or we may. And that is one where people that learn English, that is not the speakers, make a lot of mistakes. If you say you may do something, that is when you ask for permission. May I go to the bathroom? May I go to the kitchen? May I take the cookie? If you say can, that is when you show an ability. So you can do something. I can throw a ball. I can run. I can jump. If you can go to the bathroom, it means, yes, you can walk there, but you don't normally necessarily have permission to go there. Do you understand so far? Okay. It must. Must is to have. You sorry, no. Must is with the mood. It's an order. So you must be. Must be. Very important. You must can't stand alone. It must always be must be. Then I'm going to ask you guys a few questions. You guys got this. Now I want you guys to actually speak with me. If I say a sentence, I want you guys to tell me what is the auxiliary verb you would want me to put here. Which auxiliary word would you add there?
Have. What have you done?
What have you done? That's correct. Okay. Okay, which one would you put in there?
I am not like this song.
No. I am is possession.
I
So
don't. I don't.
I
do
don't.
not.
I do
Yes.
not.
I do not using auxiliary verb do.
That's correct. If you say am, that is showing possession. So I am running fast. It shows where I said that 3 groups. Remember I said to be, to do, to have. You understand? Okay,
Yeah.
next one.
I think it will be does. Does she know
Does she
that
know?
you are here?
Why do we
Yeah.
use does and not do?
Because it's she is the first form. And if it is not question sentence, we need to put an S with apostrophe to the word she or he or it. But if it is we need to put a question sentence. We need to put it at the first. Does she know?
Okay.
And if it will be, yes, it will be she knows. If it will be
I, you, and groups, plural people. We always use the plural adverb. So it's noun. So it's always adverb. So it's always do or were
do.
or are when it's more than one, or it's I and you. If it's he or she or a
Or
specific name or one person, then we use the singular one, which is does, has, is. You understand?
Yeah, I do. I don't know
Okay.
what about others. They don't want to participate.
Hey, Beck, are you still alive? Are you still with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yeah, here must be does.
Okay. Do you understand the auxiliary verbs?
Yeah, it's easy.
It is easy. The thing is You must get used to it, and you must actually use it. A lot of the people that gave me assignments where there were errors on, they actually are not online. It's now 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning with them. So they ask if I can do a recording for them. So let's quickly do another few. Okay, which one do we use there?
Shall I answer?
Steven? Ivek?
Yes.
Which one will we use there?
Me.
My uncle
Does.
That's
Oh,
correct.
does not. Does not eat
There's quite a few different ones. I'm looking for a difficult one.
fish. Okay, how about what blank your uncle eat?
Okay, we must just add the auxiliary verb.
It is an auxiliary verb.
The auxiliary verb is the word that helps the verb. It's a verb. So my uncle does. He does not eat. Says doesn't eat. Okay, Mark, not traveled overseas yet. Which one would we put in there?
Has not.
Okay, great. I'm looking for a nice difficult one. Oh, I gave that one. Okay, which one would we use there?
Is Alice from Asia? No, she's not.
That's correct. Anna, you know your auxiliary worked very well. Okay, Abik, you answer this one.
Are. They must be are. Both of them.
Which one did you say?
Are.
Now, look at the tense of the sentence. Jimmy and
Nice.
Ben work together. If you are using are, then there must be a working, because it's a perfect tense. So are Jimmy and Ben working together? Yes, they are.
Okay, maybe do.
Do Jimmy and Ben work together? Yes, they do.
Do.
You understand?
Yes. Do.
Yes, that's correct. Abek?
Is.
Is it a new car? Yes, it is. That's correct. Okay, this one. Anna, do you want to answer this one or Avak?
Me?
We have another two people. Maybe they want to participate.
Yes. Can we invite?
Okay,
New.
Slavik, do you want to try this one?
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you.
Can you add the auxiliary verbs on that last one?
I don't know.
Try.
Okay. If you ask someone if they have something. Okay, Sama, do you want to try?
Do,
Does.
do,
It does.
Does.
wait,
It's a
sorry.
single person. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's a mistake we all make. It's a one person. It's one person. Bob is not a group. Bob is one person. Then you always use the singular one. If it's Bob and Anne or Bob and Stefan, for example, have children, then it is do. So does Bob have children? No, he does not. Or no, he doesn't. You can use the word that they actually simplify it, doesn't, or you can use does not. It's a personal preference. Okay. Let's see if there's another one. Okay. Okay, who wants to try this one?
Shall I try?
Yes, you can, Anna.
It will be have Rajan and Janaki being fired. No, they haven't.
Correct, because it's a past tense. It's fired. Have they been
Yes,
fired? No, they
it's a
have
plural
not.
for boys, and we need to add have instead of has if it will be one person.
Very, very nice. Okay. Okay. Next one, who wants to try? Sama, Slavik?
Do they speak Korean? No, they don't.
Excellent. I think
Oh,
you
yes.
guys are getting it.
Yes.
Okay, who wants to do this one?
I am going to town.
Correct. Okay, I think that is, let's quickly see if there's one of the difficult ones.
Yes. Can we tell about present perfect, present continuous?
Okay, today we're focusing actually on auxiliary verbs. Let me just see
Okay.
how much time we've got left. If we can quickly touch on that. I think our time is almost over because we had just 30 minutes. Okay, what we'll do is we can either I think let's make it next week, Tuesday again, Tuesday night this time. And then I'll run through the previous lessons that I did with the verbs, with the tenses.
Okay.
Then we'll go again with the continuous and the present perfect and all those tenses, which I actually had information sheets on. So then we will just revise it again and we will remanage it again. That one we did previously just on a video call. I think it's maybe a good idea if we do it in Zoom also, and I can record it. I think it might be a good idea because it will help the people that can't be online. Do you guys have any questions on auxiliary verbs?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Just very important, keep in mind the can and the may. And the second thing is you must look at if it's plural or singular, and you must look at your tense. If it's past tense, then you must use a past tense auxiliary verb. If it's present or future, you must use the correct verb that actually supports that tense. You guys, please just focus on that. Otherwise, you guys can send me private messages if you want to. And I say thank you for joining me. You guys, thank you for coming, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you for your help.
Okay, so if you've got any questions, please send it to me, or you can actually post it. Okay.
Okay.
So
have
thanks,
a
you
good
guys.
night.
Have a lovely evening and sleep tight. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. So long.